This is Keith Ferrari of Sinisters Army, and you're listening to the one and only Blevins Nation.
Blevins Nation Entertainment and BlevinsNation.com, the place to go for all the best in rock and roll music, new rock, and podcast. So sit back, hold tight, and open up your ears. The revolution is here. Now here's your host, Chris.
Hey everybody, this is Chris with Blevins Nation, and we are talking with Keith Ferrari, lead singer of the band Sinisters Army. How's it going?
I'm doing good today. How are you doing?
Oh man, it's still damn cold. I'm sick of the cold. Ready for a little bit of warmth anyway. So.
Well, I'll send you some of the warmth from where I'm at. We're in the 70s over here.
Oh, that's nice. Well, we haven't gotten over 58 here yet. So, which is not cold, but damn, I need some warmth.
Well, I hear you. I hear that, man.
So, but well, cool, man. So how are things going? I know you just I know last time we talked, and of course, had some technical difficulty with the recording and couldn't release it. But you were about to release a new album, and or had just released a new album. So how are things going with that?
Well, the first album is doing really good. Sales on it are really good. Everybody's receiving it very well. Everybody loves it. They definitely hit me up about it a lot, and say a lot of nice words and stuff. And that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's good, man. Now, did you ever get over to? I was just thinking about this because I know you had. You've sang on with a lot of people, helped a lot of people out, sang on some stuff, and do you ever get over to LA to ever do the jam nights or anything?
No, I've been invited out. Haven't had a chance to. We had a major thing happen in my family here just recently. My mother passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear about that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And so I've been going through a lot with that and stuff. Haven't been able to get back out there for a little while, but I am planning to go out there here in the near future.
Okay. Now, where are you exactly? I know you're Mountain Time, but
right now I'm in New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico. Okay. About how? I guess that's still a little bit of a trip out there. Not too far, but.
Well, as crazy as I drive, I can get there overnight pretty easily.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I know how you feel, man. It's I lost my mom. Gosh, this August will be 22 years, I think.
Wow.
20 something. I was 27 when it happened, so didn't get enough time with her, but it's.
I understand that feeling completely.
Yeah. I don't think even if she would have lived to be 100, and me, gosh, I don't even know how old I'd have been. I guess 70, but that still would not have been enough, for me. But that's
right.
Everybody. So, but yeah, man, was she? I wouldn't say, I'm not asking if she was supportive, but I mean, she loved what you did, or
my mother was my biggest fan. She went to the first show I ever did
Awesome.
when I was about 17 years old. I could still picture her standing up on top of the chair, jumping up and down, and I was hoping the whole time she wouldn't fall off. She's always been the biggest supporter of me and everything I do with my music and everything, and I've always showed her all my music, and she's always given me her best opinion on it.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That's one thing I wish that would have happened. My mom never got to see me perform live. She heard me play in the house and band practice and songs I'd written, but she never got to see me play, unfortunately. But
Right.
I know she has, but she was there spiritually, but she wasn't there physically. So
Right.
so that's
I'm sure
cool.
she'd be very proud of you.
Oh yeah, I hope so. So I took the voice after her and my grandma, and everybody was musically inclined in that side of my family. So I got it honestly. So
Nice.
she
That's
started
very
me.
nice.
Oh yeah, she started me singing at 3 years old on her Elvis records. So
Wow.
yeah, it was
Yeah, I started.
fun.
I started performing at the age of 5. I think the first song I ever sang professionally. I started professionally at 5. I think the first song I ever sang was Hank Williams Sr.'s "Your Cheating Heart."
Oh, okay, okay.
That was the first song I ever sang.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, yeah. My family was half country, half rock, so I got a little bit of it all.
Right.
First concert was the
Right.
Oak Ridge Boys in '77.
Yeah. My first concert was Peter Frampton.
Oh wow!
Was my very first concert, and that was actually a big thrill because I got to actually go backstage and I met him and I sat with him. He sat with me for like 30 minutes talking to me, and it was probably one of the biggest things in my life.
Wow, that's cool, man. Heck yeah, yeah, that's cool. Now, where were you living at the time, or where'd you see that show?
I was in New Mexico at that time when I was
Okay.
a little kid. Yeah, a lot of my family lives in New Mexico. Some live in California.
Hmm.
Some live all over the place. So, but I grew up part of my life. Well, I could probably say most of my life in New Mexico.
Okay, okay, very cool. Now, what is there are you close to Albuquerque or your big city or
Albuquerque, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, has there ever been a scene there or
There was a real good scene back in the days. There was a lot of clubs, a lot of music happening, a lot of fun happening. The scene out here now is null and void pretty much.
yeah?
They condensed everything to all the clubs downtown, and it's basically, hip hop and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And I'm just not into that.
I know exactly what you mean.
Right.
That's unfortunately a lot of places. The cool thing
Right.
about Cincinnati is, man, we got rock shows all the time, and I hope it never quits. So
Right.
but unfortunately, I've got to pick between two. I've got L.A. Guns coming Friday night, and also Altitudes and Attitude with Frankie Bello, and Dave Ellison. So
Oh, awesome.
so I've seen L.A. Guns, but I haven't seen them with Ace Von Johnson, so I want to see that. But
Well, Ace is just a phenomenal guy,
oh,
man.
he is.
The whole band, Tracy and all of them, are just awesome.
Yeah.
Still got his chops in his voice. He's still kicking butt, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to at least see a half of each one. So and the other club is an hour away, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that.
Right. I think the biggest thing we got out here right now is they built a Rock and Brews out here, which is one of Gene Simmons' clubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's probably the biggest thing out here.
Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Now, is that just a club, or is it the restaurant thing too, or?
It's a combination.
Okay. I knew him and Paul had been making some, restaurants and stuff open. So
Right.
okay. Well, so now, are you in the works on the second album, or
The second album is going to be released in May.
May? Wow, that is close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the album's called Criminal Race. So phenomenal album. We stayed true to our sound. We just got heavier on this album. Great vocal chops, great guitar chops, the drums, bass, everything is just phenomenal. It's a powerhouse.
Okay. Now, you said that was Criminal Race, R-A-C-E?
Criminal Race.
Race.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure I'm writing that down, so I wanted to make sure I got that right. So, okay. Well, yeah, man, that's cool. Now, you said May. Do you know when in May, or not a...
Probably the latter part of May it's going to be released.
Okay. Now, is that independent still, or you have you...
It's on G13 Records.
Okay. That's right. Okay.
Right. And so, we got more songs on this album. We got 11 songs on this album as opposed to the first album.
Mm-hmm.
And, the writing between me and Peter, we do all the writing, and it's just really phenomenal writing. I'm not, being big-headed or boasting on myself or whatever, but I sit back and I listen to what we do, and it just surprises the hell out of me how good the stuff we write is.
Well,
it's just phenomenal.
If you don't like it and think it's good, then there's no reason to be doing it, So you don't have the big head at all. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You you got to want to promote it. So hell yeah, man. That's
cool. Yeah.
Now,
the way I approach things, man, is I listen to it like if I'm a fan listening to it.
Right. Exactly.
And if it appeals to me, then I know it's going to appeal to the fans.
Yes.
And this album is just really gets you going, man.
That's cool. Now, and the name of it is Criminal Race, and you said around the end of latter part of May. Now, are you going to release? Has a single been released yet? Are you going to release one with a video and stuff, or how's that looking?
We're getting ready to release a video. It's a lyric video of the song. We're actually going to release a video with us in it.
Okay.
But we're releasing the lyric video first, and that's for a song called Night Falls.
Night Falls?
Night Falls, yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool. So a lyric video first, and then and then a performance video later?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what about road stuff? Anything planned?
Me and Peter are in the talks right now of doing a tour here very soon. And we're going to keep everybody posted on that one. But we are going to do some touring and get out there with the fans and rock out with them. And I'm really excited about it.
That's cool. Now, you say you and Peter. Now, I know y'all together, but I mean, is it going to be an acoustic show, or are y'all going to be full rock show?
It's going to be a full rock show.
Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I love acoustic shows, and I love storytelling stuff, but, I'm a rocker first and foremost.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do an acoustic show when I'm like 90 or something like that,
There you go. All right. Very cool, man. Now, tell me a little bit more about the album. How'd the name come about? The Criminal Race.
Well, the title song of the album is called Criminal Race, and the song is written for all the rockers and metalheads out there because we're always getting persecuted because they say it's the devil's music, or they say, no good comes from people who listen to rock and roll. They're all druggies and stuff, and so, in the song I put in there, if rocking is against the law, lock us all up and throw away the key because we are the criminal race, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the whole foundation of it. it's an anthem for all the rockers and metalheads out there to sit there and go, hey, you know what? Just because we listen to rock and roll and we love heavy metal and stuff, it doesn't mean we're bad people. It doesn't mean that we're devil worshippers or nothing like that. It just means that we enjoy really good music.
Exactly. And I like that. That's what I was getting at. I was glad you hit on that as far as saying, that we are, our race is, we're the criminal race. I was wanting to make sure that that's what you were hitting on instead of like maybe we were racing for something. But that's cool, man.
Right.
I like it. I'm digging it. So that's awesome. Okay, now, and that's the title track, of course, to the album, and
Yes.
and then Night Falls is going to be your first single. Now,
Yes.
what about Criminal Race? You going to try to release that as a single, or just
I'm pretty sure we're going to release it as a single. I do believe me and Peter talked about doing a video on that one too.
Okay. I kind of see that. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. That's awesome. Now, tell me some more.
Yeah.
Tell me some more stuff on there.
Well, like I said, we got a lot of songs on there. A song that I wrote for my mother when I found out that she was first diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the early stages. I wrote a song called "Life Goes On," and that's going to be dedicated. This whole album is going to be dedicated to my mother.
That's cool.
I actually at the service sang that one and sang one of the songs from our first album called "If Only." I could barely sing it. I had a hard time singing them, but I made it through them.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And so, the whole concept of the album is just, it's something that, the fans can get out there and just bang their heads to, sing along with, and have a hell of a good time, because the energy level on this album is just phenomenal. Our first album, the energy level is phenomenal on that too. I just think that people are going to be really surprised with what we put together for the second album, because it's just, I always tell Peter, you got to keep going forward, man, and
Wow.
We do, and everything that we write, we're even starting to write for the third album already.
That's awesome.
And so, we released I'm sure you heard it. We released a killer Christmas video, which was unorthodox from your typical Christmas stuff. It was called Sinisters Christmas, and
Yes.
everybody loved that. And so, we like staying, current. We like staying progressive. We like to keep going forward. We don't go back. We always go forward.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, a question, because everybody does things a little different, but although it's universally done the same. I know that sounds weird, but
Right.
how that came out. But when it comes to songwriting, did y'all write 30 songs and pick 13 from it, or did you write 15 songs and just end up with 13, or did you have to keep adding? How did that work out?
Well, the way we did is Peter is a guitar playing, master at it, and he comes up with these concepts for songs, and he pitches them towards me, and I say, oh yeah, let's do that one. Let's put that one together. And that's how our process is. He'll pitch an idea towards me, and then I'll go, hey, yeah, that's good. Maybe we can change this, or maybe we can change that, or whatever,
Right.
But it's really, we don't really pay attention to how many songs we are writing. At the end, when I sit there and go, we didn't even know we had 11 songs already written for the second album. We were just writing and writing and writing. We weren't paying attention to how many songs we were doing.
Yeah.
Heck, we could have ended up with 30 songs. As far as I know, if I wouldn't have told Peter, hey, Peter, we got 11 songs. We have the second album already.
And the third.
Right. And part of the third, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Very cool. Very cool. I hear guys do it so many different ways. And, when you have and I'm sure was G13. Is that the label? Is that right?
Yeah, G13 Records.
All right, G13 Records. Okay, and
Yeah.
I have heard of them, and I was, I'm sure they give y'all leeway, not leeway, but I mean full, what you want to do, full artistic. God, I can't even think of
Yeah,
the
we
word I'm
have
looking
full
for.
control of
Full
our
control.
music.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Because some that don't, like if you're dealing with a label that's like picking and choosing, you've got to write 30 or 40 damn songs and present it, and they kind of pick them, and you're kind of left with, hey, this song may make a B-side one day or this or that. So that's awesome, man, and that's a good thing with a lot of independent labels and that's the way to go now, is independent in my eyes. I mean, I know there's still some out there on big labels and stuff that have their own way, but they've been doing it for a little while, But if you're not a pop artist or a country artist, there's no reason you're not going to get picked up by a major label. I mean, that's sad, but it's true, unfortunately. Right. And unless you just, bam, blow the hell up, So,
Right. No, we've had interest from major labels. We just haven't found the right deal yet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. So, I don't mean they're not looking. Mm-hmm.
Right. We're not going to jump on the first label that comes along. It has to be something that's going to be beneficial to us and willing to work with us, because we always want to maintain complete control of our music. Yes. We don't want to be turned into, some pop act because that's just not us,
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't picture myself out there singing, hip hop or anything like that. I think I'd look pretty stupid.
I know what you mean. Yeah, me too. So, not just looking, but sounding though.
Yeah, I'm not sounding like Mickey Mouse or something,
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Well, cool, man. Well, where can people check you out? Now, I know Twitter, because I see stuff on you and Sinisters Army and all that stuff all the time, which, I mean, I love Twitter, man. It's, a lot of people don't, especially the younger people, but I get most of my hits and downloads from my Twitter posts, for my podcast. Definitely blows Facebook and Instagram out of the damn water, as far as that goes.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you're on Twitter, and that's give us those, way to find you on there.
Well, we're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're on all major platforms. You can go to, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all of them. We're on all of them.
Okay.
You can find us anywhere. And you can also go to our main site, which is www.sinistersarmy.com. Get the latest news. There's a lot of really cool merchandise on there. You can hear the album. Our current album that's on there for sale too, and you can find us anywhere. Google us, you'll find us.
Okay. Now, when they go to can they get the stuff on iTunes, digitally and stuff like that? Download.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you sure can. You could go to Bandcamp too. You can get digital copies on all major platforms and everything.
Okay. And if they want physical, pretty much, I lead everybody to to the physical copies. I try to anyway. And people, y'all can get that on the website, www.sinistersarmy.com. So that's cool.
Right.
And
you could also get it at Bandcamp too.
Bandcamp, okay, very cool. Now, a cool thing I have found, because I don't like just digital copies, because I love having the CD in my hand and our vinyl. That's another question. Is it in vinyl or is it just CD form?
It's just CD form. Me and Peter actually talked about doing vinyl copies of it. I don't know why we haven't.
Okay.
But I think this next album we may entertain that thought.
Okay, very cool. And the cool thing about that is, It's big. It's a lot of artwork.
Right.
You open it up, you got the liner notes. Everything's big. Everything's awesome. Records sound freaking phenomenal. Our vinyl
Right.
sounds phenomenal. God, I can't even talk. And the cool thing is you can get them and sign them and
Right.
send them back out. So that's very cool because a CD is so small. It's very easy to get just put away. And records are
Right.
right there. They're there for everyone to see. So that's very cool. So that's something to think about. But what I was getting at is, with the CDs and stuff and digital, a lot of people have a lot of the CDs are on Amazon, and if you're a Prime Amazon person, if you're on Prime, you order the CD and buy it. They will send you the CD, but also that same day they will send you an email with the digital copy. So
Exactly.
so you can actually get both and have it on your computer or your phone or whatever, and then you get to see the copy, and
Right.
man, that's awesome because I don't even have to open my CDs now. I just set them up there, and they're all still enclosed and everything, and I'm like, oh, this is nice,
Right.
If I ever get to meet them, I will tear it open and say, here, sign this, that way it's not
Right.
getting messed up and stuff. So,
Exactly.
but that's me. So,
Right. Yeah, I'm like you. I love to be able to touch the actual CD. There's something more personal about it. Being able to, as you're listening to it, you read the inside liner notes and stuff. And we do. We put the liner notes and everything in there and stuff for people to read. Our first CD, we actually signed the CDs, and and we that's how we did it. We gave them to signed copies on the very first album.
right. That's very cool. And that brings me to something real quick here. One of my favorite scenes in the movie Almost Famous is when gosh, I can't remember his daggum name. Anyway, the main character goes into his room, his room, and pulls out under his bed. His sister said, "I left you something under your bed," and he pulls out the albums and he's sitting there and he puts it on, starts listening to it, and he's looking through the album covers and everything, and that's just, that's what it's about.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
definitely a physical copy, either album or CD, doesn't matter,
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of people, the younger generation, is I don't think they're used to or pretty much understand what a lot of people say about holding a physical copy. Like when I was a kid, I would get an album of stuff, and I felt that I was more like one with the band and stuff. I'm actually holding the physical copy of it, and I'm listening to it, and I'm reading and singing along, and it seems to make it more personable, when you're actually holding the physical copy.
Right.
But that's just the way I am.
Oh yeah, and that's so true, but that's the cool thing about the Amazon Prime thing is, nowadays everybody wants instant gratification. It's I want it right now, and to be honest, I'm a part of that too. Unfortunately, I have grown to be that way.
Right.
And you can't go to Camelot, which turned into FYE, and there's not really many of those around anymore. You can't go and find what you want when it first comes out. Not everything, but some things, and that's that was instant gratification. But you had to wait on it, and then I was there the day of, I think it was Tuesdays when things were released, and I was outside the door waiting on them to open, and bam, they opened, and I was the first one to get that, in my town anyway.
Right.
So buy it from Amazon, and get your digital copy and get that, or buy it, definitely buy it from the band, if you can. And, like you said, Bandcamp. That's something I've never checked out. I need to look into Bandcamp. I hear about it all the time. So,
yeah, it's a great platform.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did y'all ever do anything with, oh my gosh, what is that thing called? Pledge?
I don't know if we did.
Okay.
We've done so much, and I can't remember if we did or not.
Okay. Well, pledge was a thing where people were getting the pledge was getting the money way beforehand, and then the albums, so many albums were made and then signed and this and that and the other, and they sent them out. But then they kind of went under because I guess they spent the money before they ever got the albums made and this and that and the other, the company, So
Right.
it's a
I
big
do know we're
ordeal.
Right. Yeah, you find a lot of companies that do that, and so.
Mhm.
But we're actually going to offer. We're going to do a pre-order
Okay.
for the album. So we'll do a lot of pre-order for the album before it comes out and stuff, and then that way, when the albums come, we already have the list of people that they're going out to, and then they're sent out the minute that they're available.
Right. That's awesome. That's cool, man. Definitely. And how? So May, God, that means you should already have the artwork and stuff in, right? Because this is April.
Everything's done. People are going to love the artwork on this album. It'll blow their minds. It really will.
Okay. Very cool. Now, is it going to be digipack? Is it going to be jewel case? Are there
It's going to be a jewel case.
Okay, so you pull it out, and is it I'm not a 6 or 7 page thing, but I'm.
It's going to have. Yeah, I don't have the inlet and everything and stuff.
Okay.
We did that on our first album too.
Okay, cool. I love that. So, I mean, for an independent artist, even if you're signed, to a independent label and stuff like that, I mean, it's still money is a big thing, and even major.
Right.
But I'm not knocking anybody that does digipacks. Nothing wrong with that. It's just
Right.
it's. That's what you have to do because of the money wise, I understand that. So,
Right.
But yeah, having something to look at for more than a minute is really good.
Right. Yeah. No, I understand that.
Heck yeah. Well, so anything else going on?
We're really excited about getting this album out to everyone. Kind of had a little bit of a standstill on the actual video. That's why we're doing the lyric video first, with everything that happened with me and my mom and stuff. And so it kind of put a damper on things and a hold on it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to throw out there, we love all our fans and friends. They're family to us.
Yeah.
And and I love each and every one of them, and I thank them so much for all their love and support, and for the flood of DMs and and IMs and everything else that I got when my mother passed and stuff, and their understanding that I was gone, because I was gone from Twitter for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or longer. I lost track.
Yeah.
But I just want them to know that they're number one to us. There's nobody like them. They are the best in the world to us, and we love them all.
Okay, very cool. Now, as far as video for Night Falls, is the lyric video? Is there a time? Is it going to come out before the video, the CD release, or?
Yes.
Okay,
it's actually going to be coming out here pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty quick.
Okay, very cool. And you let me know when the day before, and I will promote the fool out of it. So for everybody to get on. Shoot, yeah, man. And I know we were talking about the songs you had sent beforehand. Send me those again, but also if you can send me the new one, Night Falls, as soon as the video is released. Just send it the day up before or whatever, or that morning, and I will get it on my radio show. My radio show's now, it was Thursdays, now it's on Sundays. RockRageRadio.com, and it's Blevins Nation, of course, just like the podcast. And I'm from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I think that would be 5 to 7 for you. Yeah. So 2 hours. So so yeah, man, and I will definitely get that on. And beforehand, I'll get one of the other ones on from the first album. So definitely, definitely get that on too beforehand. But I always go through. I don't do it on Twitter because it's just so hard to post things on Twitter that fast because I'm trying to do the radio show and post at the same time.
Right.
But I usually do on Facebook. I post this song's coming up next, or this song's playing right now. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. So
right.
And I'll definitely tag you in that. So
oh, nice.
And I'll let you know. And if you get that to me within the next day or two, or at least by Saturday, I'll have it on my show this Sunday. One of the from the first album. So
yeah, I'll definitely get those. I'll have those sent to you today.
Okay, no worries. And cool, man. It's been awesome. I'm sorry about the first time.
It's okay.
Crap happens, but I've gotten better. I got better stuff. And,
nice.
Yeah. It's it is what it is. Gosh, that was. I don't even remember when that was, man. That was a long time ago. It was a while back, a few months.
It was a while back, yeah.
So yeah, but definitely, man, going to get this out, and I've gotten to where now it used to be I'd do one a week. Now I'm releasing 2 a week because I have so many that I'm doing, which I'm not griping. That's awesome,
Right, yeah, that's awesome.
That means I'm doing a good job, I guess.
Right, reach the masses, man.
Exactly, So, because I just did Michael Wilton. I got to release his next from Queensryche, and I did Doug Aldridge and Robert Mason, and man, it's just it just keeps growing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
you did my good friends too. You did Electric Radio Case.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, I haven't released his yet either, but yeah, I just did Paul last week. So yeah. Well, I had done Stacy last year. God, Stacy's was a while back, but I just did Paul's last week, and I'm gonna release it here soon. And so yours should be, within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So.
Right. Nice. I'm definitely going to be tuning in for it, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And like I said, I will be promoting the crap out of Criminal Race. So that's a cool name, man. I like that. That sounds like a TV show, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can always see it on TV. Criminal Minds, Criminal Race. There you go. Side by side. Yeah, there you go.
So shoot yeah, man. Well, Keith, man, it has been awesome. And everybody, we've been talking to Keith Ferrari of Sinisters Army, and they releasing their new album. Of course, their second album coming out probably closer to the end of May. And so a new video within the next week or two, couple weeks maybe?
Probably in the next few days.
Next few days. Oh, awesome. Okay, and that's for the song Night Falls. So that's going to be cool, and it's a lyric video, and then they're going to do a performance video later on. So yeah. And actually, when you release that Night Falls, I'll be able to play that because I don't want to play it before you release it. The video and stuff. So
right.
Yeah. As soon as you drop that, get that to me, and all that good stuff.
I will do so.
And also,
I definitely will.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that concludes our programming for today. Thanks to Keith Ferrari, lead singer of the band Sinisters Army, for coming on the show and talking with us. It's been a while since I've talked with him. Last year around September, but we could not use any of the interview because we had technical difficulty, and we had to scrap that one, but finally got caught back up with him here in 2019, and just in time because he is releasing Sinister Army's next album. It's called Criminal Race, and I have heard some of it, and it's gonna be a good one. Hell yeah. Be looking for a brand new single and video to drop very soon. Thank you, Keith, for coming on, and have a great year and great success with this new album. Everybody check out blevinsnation.com for all your podcast needs and interviews. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, you can download those those podcast interviews on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, FM Player, Spotify, Google Play, and all those places. So definitely check those out. Check out the Louder Than Life Festival this year in Louisville, Kentucky. That's right, at the Expo Center. Going to be a great show, great lineup. I mean, good God, the lineup is awesome. Headlining, of course, is but it's 3 days though. But headlining, of course, is the infamous Guns N' Roses. Can't wait to be a part of that this year. Unfortunately, it had to cancel last year because of flooding and stuff. This year, we're keeping our fingers crossed. Hopefully, the rain stays away. But anyway, glad all you could make it and check it out. And be on the lookout for a band called V13. That's right, Voodoo 13. That's my new band. And it consists of me lead singing and playing rhythm guitar, Kurt Thomas on lead guitar, Brad Berryhill on bass, and William Haygood on the drums. And you can check that out on V13 Official. That is facebook.com/V13 Official. So definitely go by and check that out. Got all brand new tunes, just got out of the studio and all that good stuff. Check out all your festivals this year. Exit 111 is going to be off the chain in Tennessee. I mean, God, their lineup is just the headliners, man, is Leonard Skinner, Guns N' Roses, and Def Leppard. I mean, holy hell, that's just the headliners. The rest of the bands are just killer. I mean, Black Label Society, all kind of bands, man. Shit, I can't even think of them right now. I don't have it in front of me. I got to get that in front of me so next time I talk about it. But yeah, Incarceration Festival, Rock Fest in Wisconsin. M3 coming up next weekend, I think. And then you have, Rocklahoma, Sonic Temple. Lord have mercy, I can't even think of all of them right now. Carolina, it's a metal fest over in Carolina. Oh God, I forgot the name of that. But anyway, check them all out. Remember, kids, wherever you go, there you are.